YouTube? Let's talk today about a slightly different kind of articulation. Let's talk about the accent. And I think you guys will see it this way because my video is flipped. The accent looks like this, right? Kind of the carrot shape, but you guys see it this way. It's really hard to do this with the video flipped. I can't tell what you get, where you guys are going to see it. Yesterday, we worked on the normal accent, the legato, not accent, the normal articulation, the legato articulation, where every note is the same, and they're just slightly separated from each other, just slightly by the tongue. It's basically playing a long tone that has been chopped into little pieces by the tongue. This accent is a totally different kind of articulation, but we don't want to think of it completely differently with the air. So, use the same thing as yesterday. I'm going to play 4 16th notes, followed by 2 accented 8th notes. Da 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 da. And what we want to get is that front to each one of those accents, and then a little bit of decay. It's exactly like the symbol looks. It has more stuff over here, and then a little bit of decay. It shouldn't like totally disappear like the symbol looks like, but that's pretty much what we want to see. That's what we want to hear. And what I'd like to see my ball do right here, obviously not all of us have these, but I want to see the ball go down just a little bit between the accents. Da, da. I'm not sure if this is really happening. Da, da. Because you want to decay a little bit. If you don't decay, you just have front, then all you're playing is a louder note. You're playing a louder, normal articulation. The whole thing is loud. It's just a bigger block. Then the accent isn't really there. The accent comes from the beginning of the note being louder than the rest. That's what makes the note come out from the texture in a piece or whatever. So I'm going to play the same pattern that I did yesterday. Just talked about this. We're going to do 4 16th notes, 2 8th notes. I'm going to do this on A flat natural minor scale. We're going to use a minor scale today. And hopefully I can remember what scale I'm playing, because I just didn't in the previous 5 takes of this. And so the accent can be dangerous because when we play with a larger front to the note, it's really easy to let the tongue do all the work and the air not do any of the work. When we see this, this is also what our air has to do. It can't just be the normal with a larger t at the front, or you get bad sounds. Let's see if I can even do that. That's not quite what I'm looking for, but the point is you really have to have the air backing up the tongue, or it sounds worse. And hopefully I sound somewhat okay on that. And of course, let's do this a little lower too. Oop. On that one, the 16ths didn't feel good because I was trying to make the tongue do too much muscle work instead of the air just kind of falling through. So we're on E flat. On the D flat, I wasn't happy with that. I kind of went wow, wow. Another really difficult part of this is keeping the pitch and the sound the same. So you want more sound. It needs to be larger there, but it doesn't need to be a different sound necessarily. Let's start back on the top of that. I can feel myself just kind of getting more used to that. So there's another exercise to work on the accent. Record yourself doing this. I'm going to listen to this right now. I'm going to be like, wow, that sounds terrible. And then I'm going to work on this for another 25 minutes or something. Really helps to have this, I find, because everything about the articulation is not so much the tongue, but it's the air behind it. For an example, if you listen to top orchestral players, you hear them play an accent. You don't just hear them play it. You feel them play it. It'll hit you in the chest because they're using so much air behind the articulation. The articulation might be a little heavier, you know, that might be what they do to make that happen, but most of it comes from the air behind the articulation. really making things happen rather than some tongue muscle getting in the way. So always air. I would get one of these. It's pretty awesome. And I'll see you guys next time.